Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to install Windows XP in VirtualBox in Windows. So you will need these two files to start with. First one is VirtualBox of course, and the second one the Windows XP Professional ISO. Yes, this is Windows XP Professional. I have linked these both files in the description below, so you can go ahead and download those. So first what we will need to do is double click on the VirtualBox installer and run the VirtualBox installer. You will get that user account control thing and you just hit yes. I have disabled it because when I tried to screen capture it just freezes after that. So once it has loaded, click next on the wizard, next, and then next, and then yes, and install. And it will install. This normally won't take several minutes, it just takes a few seconds to install. There you go. It has put an icon on the desktop. Now just hit finish and it will start VirtualBox automatically. I had this Windows 7 virtual machine before, but you will not have it because this is the virtual machine I created. So click new to create a new virtual machine. Give it a name. I'll give it Windows XP. XP. So the type, it will automatically be selected as Microsoft Windows, and the version you can change it to Windows XP 64-bit. Click next. The recommended memory size is 512 megabytes. You can leave it at that. I'll just put 256 megabytes since it's not a really big difference. Actually, you can save some memory by putting 256 megabytes, but it doesn't really matter here. Click next and click create a virtual hard disk now. Click create and the hard disk file type, it should be a VDI. Click next and dynamically allocated. Click next and then you give your hard disk some storage space. I'll just give it 25 gigabytes since I have a bit of free space left. You can give it 10 gigabytes as it was there originally, because that's also a very good size for Windows XP because it doesn't take up too much space from your operating system when you install it, but it doesn't really matter here too. Click next click create. It will create the virtual machine. Now we need to modify some settings in the virtual machine, so click the settings icon to modify the settings. Click system. Well, actually you don't need to modify these settings. You can check this. I'll just go into display and you can bump the video memory all the way up to 128 megabytes, and you can enable 3D acceleration if you like. Go to storage and click on this empty disk. This is where we will choose the Windows XP ISO file. So now click this little disk icon and click choose a disk file. Click your Windows XP ISO file. I have it in my desktop, as you can see right there. Now click open to open the file and click OK to finish modifying the settings. Now click on start and this will start the virtual machine and you will be brought to the Windows XP installation screen. It might take a few seconds to start because this is the first time boot, and you can enter full screen if you want. I'll just do 200% scale and enter full screen. Setup is starting Windows now after it has loaded files. As you can see, it's a very old style setup. The Windows XP setup is click enter to continue, press F8 to agree. Just froze over here. Won't go any further. just froze over. Yes. Now click enter to install, and you can choose any file system over here. I'll just choose that default NTFS file system. You can choose any of here. This doesn't take long, just takes about 20 seconds to complete the format. Now it is installing Windows it's copying the files to Windows to the installation. This will take about 2 to 3 minutes to complete. When this finish, I think you will be taken to the Windows XP you will be taken to the Windows XP installation screen. So when this is finished, I'll come right back and I will pause the video here. So I'm back. As you can see, it has booted to the Microsoft Windows XP installation screen. It will look like this, and it says setup will complete approximately in 33 minutes. Click next to continue. For name, let's give it my channel name. Okay. You don't have to put this in. I'll just give create protect for a name. Click next, and you need to enter a product key. Your product key, you can find this in the internet. When I enter the product key, I'll just come back, so I'll pause the video here. So once you have entered the product key, you will see you need to enter the computer name and type in an administrator password and confirm the password. So let's just I'll just give it XP-VM because you can't put any spaces here, or if I put to XP virtual machine, it will be too long. So just type in an administrator password. There you go. And confirm the password. Click next once you have done that, and you can click next once you have selected the time and everything. Wait, this time, no. Let me just enter full screen mode. 10, 12, yes. And click next once you have done this, and it's installing network and everything. As you can see here, setup will complete in approximately 31 minutes. This actually won't take this long. This actually will only take about 15 to 20 minutes when I did this earlier, but you may have completed in this much time. Depending on your computer speed, this will take longer or less time. So when this finishes, I will come right back. So as you can see, it has loaded to Windows XP. When I tried to record the Windows XP, that setting up thing, it just glitched out and won't record. But you can just follow the steps to install boot to Windows XP. It's just pretty simple. Click next, and you will get do you want to protect your PC? Click next, and you will be asked to enter your name. I just entered my channel name, and you can enter second user, third user, fourth user, and fifth user too, and just follow along with the steps. So you may have noticed that this screen resolution is a bit big. It is fitting to my 1920 by 1080 display because I inserted the guest edition CD image to make it a bit easier. So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If this video helped you, of course, please give it a like, and as always, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.